Well, everything, as we've heard, is happening down around the Rafah crossing from the Gaza Strip into Egypt. And putting it geographically, we can see it here, and zooming in a lot closer, we've got tens of thousands of people surrounding that crossing, and that's the only hope for foreign passport holders to be able to get out of Gaza in through Egypt and to escape what's going on. As Israel has instructed everyone to move out of the north part of Gaza, and this is part of the preparation for their tactics for their ground or potential ground invasion. Now, if we look at that a little bit more closely, what could they be doing? They will be preparing the battlefield at the moment, and they'll be identifying what are no-strike targets. So hospitals, UN compounds, schools, mosques. The difficulty is once the Hamas military capability put anything into those no-strike areas, they then become legitimate targets. Israel's got a responsibility to reduce and minimise civilian casualties as much as possible, which is why we've seen this order to move out of the area, which is why we see them dropping leaflets saying we're going to attack this specific area, and why they send text messages into areas and to even people in buildings before they will attack them. If Hamas has got a military capability in those buildings, they are legitimate targets for the Israelis. The Israelis could come in through a number of angles. They could come in from the east or they could come in from the north. That plan is developing at the moment, and they'll be looking at where these hostages potentially are and carrying out intelligence operations to gather that and looking for pinpoint strikes in. But Hamas knows how to defend with improvised explosive devices, fighting through built-up areas, through their tunnels, attacking from in front, from the side and from behind the Israeli attacking forces. There could be huge casualties that are here. But Israel isn't just focusing on what's going on inside Gaza. It's also got, in the north, issues around its border with Lebanon and Lebanese Hezbollah. And of the 350,000 reservists that have been called up, a large percentage of them have been moved up to this border. And that's where Israel is concentrating a lot of its regular forces and armoured forces to protect against any potential Hezbollah incursion. That is probably the bigger threat. They want to make sure that they're prepared for operations on two fronts.